Welcome back for a special episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, the reunion part 1. Things are heating up between A1 and Lyrica. The moms are going head to head, and A2K is finally in the hot seat. We got a house full of guests, and this is an episode you do not want to miss. Stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Ooh, ready? You got a $20 bill, put your hand up.
Hey.
Got it. We got to remix it one time.
Turn her up in the monitor.
Right, turn me up in the monitor.
Give her some house.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome. I am so excited to be here. I'm your host, Rikayah. My girl, Lanisha, couldn't be here tonight, so we are holding it down in the building. I got some special people in the building with me. I'm your co-host again, Rikayah, singer-songwriter and lover of all things love and hip-hop. But I can't hold this episode down without my co-host, all the way from ATL, one of Atlanta's finest and most well-known hosts, Mr. Q, the Harris. How are you, Q?
Hey, what's going on? Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Q, all the way from LA. Listen, I didn't come to play with y'all. We about to get into some love and hip-hop things. What's going on? We got ZellSwag in the building. We got Paris in the building. Hey. So let's go ahead and jump into it. What's up, Ron? What you got for us?
Yes, so I want to know your overall thoughts. Zell, right here to my left, you guys is right.
What's up?
What did you think? With your East Ave, you and all that. So,
all right, down to the toes.
So I want to know, what was your overall thoughts of the reunion part 1?
I think it was like really like intense, kind of. Like just being there, sitting there was like kind of intense. Like it was a lot of like things said, a lot of like big topics that's been like in social media lately. Like we touched on, like it was crazy. Like, and I feel like even the part 1 that we seen was still just like still just a pinch of what it was is like actually being there, sitting there.
Exactly. What about you, Q?
So before I answer my question, I'm sitting between these two. I feel like these two are like best friends in real life. I feel like if we was to sit with y'all in school, like in high school or middle school, I definitely would have got in trouble.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like
all day.
I feel like these two
We like that all day anyway. We always get in trouble.
We just
everything.
Passing notes in class. Like I feel like y'all
came
you part of camp. That's our thing. You part of camp.
If you're a part of our camp, we get in trouble.
I'm about to say, I just feel a little cut up ministry going on, and I kind of like it. I like it.
Yeah, they came in with good energy.
But my overall experience, well, not experience, but I guess viewing the show as a viewer, I'm not saying it's because y'all are here in my face. I'm saying it's like I honestly was like over it until you guys actually hit the stage. And when you hit the stage, it was just like a whole nother experience. Before Zell could even get his name out, he was already asking questions. So, and that's the part that I love, because it was like you had questions on your mind and you asked your coworkers the things that you wanted to know.
Right, because like people don't know, like even though we in this, it's still things that we left off on with Fizz in April after the whole Hollywood Unlocked thing, and me giving them the tea on or giving the pictures, like, or whatever. Like after that, like we really didn't talk to April or see April or Fizz until the reunion. Didn't film with them until the reunion. So like it still was like so much. And I think a part of that was maybe because of our new production, because we had a new production, so they was trying to like. It was just a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? This season was a lot, just production-wise, outside of just, like, the drama and things like that. So I feel like with the... I almost lost what I had to say because I was high, but that's what happened.
So what about you, Paris? How do you feel like the reunion went for you?
I just feel like we tuned in like everybody else is tuned in as far as this April and Fizz situation. Like, we want to know. Like, I got questions. Like, you got to realize on the show, me and April was cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're not the closest of friends or whatever, but we started being cool on the show. And it's like once they dropped this ball with them being together, after you came to us on the show saying how people are accusing you of this, and I'm holding her down like, but shit, if he doing this, and I'm thinking that he's liking her, and I'm like, well, maybe you could, but you already was fucking him. Somebody, oh no, she wasn't, but you was.
Yeah, I know you came up with that whole A2K thing, and we're gonna
Yeah,
and we're definitely gonna dig
I went
deep.
to Chicago. I saw that was real, seeing her mother and stepfather. That's when I knew they really had something. because the way the family, I'm like
The
crying.
family,
Then when
yeah.
they see each other, like on set, she want to make sure he eating and do like she caters to him a lot.
And you know when somebody in there.
Right.
You know when somebody in there, when the family latch on to you, you know when somebody in there. But let me ask you a question, because since the cat is already out the bag, we saw when you guys were walking on the long strip in Chicago, and she was telling you that, you know, you guys were just friends and the whole nine and shebang. What was the turning point for you guys of where you are today? Because it was a whole different situation.
I just looked at her as a liar because I kept like, what was the purpose? It's like you started this season. This was your story. You know, that's all for you. You know, what you see with me is what you get. So if she's telling me that they just friends, no, she don't owe me that. But what the fuck is you lying for?
Yeah,
like you played it too.
Right.
Like it's like I got too involved. Like it's like, come on now. Now I'm looking at you like, yo.
Like you lied to me.
It's like, I don't know what to believe. Is this stuff you saying about your baby father real? Because you lying about all this other shit. Oh, we were just friends. He was there consoling me. And then when we was in Vegas, you know, that's a whole nother story. She was hanging out having fun. It's like, it's weird with her. Like, I think
I think this whole episode has been, when it comes to like the couples and all the things, we've had a chance to see a closer look to how things really are. And speaking of that, going into, you know, since you're talking about lying and truths and cheating and all of that, we kick things off in the reunion with A1 and Lyrica.
Right.
And that has been a huge part of, you know, some of the couples kind of breaking up and the cast kind of having split feelings. Some people, you know, like Apple Watch, she don't care. She's like, listen, I'm worried about me and mine.
Right.
But we kind of start with that, how, you know, the moms, we see them go head to head. I know, you know, Paris, you made a comment, you're like, this is sad. Like, this is really sad to watch. So how is it, you know, we talk about, you know, Lyrica's infidelities, you know, with her, she cheated last year and that whole thing. And then we start tapping into A1's infidelities with him being part of the Mile High Club with Summer Bunny and all that. And then we see that confrontation. What has kind of been your thoughts on the A1 and Lyrica saga?
Well, first of all, they're young, they're in Hollywood. Like, this is like the most exposure both of them like been receiving lately. So it's like they're taking on this new lifestyle. Even though they into music and stuff, but as far as them, people go like, come on, A1 walks around with a bodyguard now. You get what I'm saying? Like, they outside.
Oh, no.
Like, you know, I mean, like, it's, you know, but their lifestyle has changed, you know? So it's like, I think they like outgrowing. I don't know. I want them to be together, but I feel like they still both embracing this Hollywood lifestyle.
Now let me ask you a question. When it comes down to their moms being invested into their relationship, what's your take on both of their moms having input on stage?
I mean, they both can have their input. You know, they've been together for years. So, you know, it's like at one. That's like Pam.
That's
it's like Lyrica's. It's like their family. So family members gonna have an input. So it's like I come from a black. I mean, not to say that you got to be sorry to say it like that, but I'm used to seeing stuff like that. My mother's nosy.
Yeah.
She oversteps her boundaries all the time. You gotta realize we're on TV. Just that everybody goes through you know.
Most definitely,
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like my mother would have been jumping in it. She don't want nobody to hurt me, and it's vice versa. And Pam, that's her son, and they're both mothers who want the best, you know. So they gonna hold each other. They gonna hold their kid down. I'm quite sure when Ocean get older, A1 gonna be holding him down, and Lyrica gonna be holding, you know. So it's like,
but
they just being mothers.
Yeah, which leads me to another point. We talk about Baby Ocean. We saw how A1 hauled off and slapped Mr. Ray because somebody brought it up.
Swag. ZellSwag event.
Okay, I brought it up, but if y'all watched the
of course.
scene, I brought that up. But if you watch the scene, Tierra really
did,
drags it. Tierra drags. I said,
That's your fifth cousin.
Cousin.
I was like,
Family.
right. Okay. I was like, girl, let me finish being messy, but she, you know. But yeah. Okay, so but the thing is, I brung it up because like it was just in the midst of what was going on. It was like the person he brung just like was
And
interrupting
Mr. Ray
my
just
show.
talk a lot of shit.
And he talk a lot of shit. And like and I want people to see what I received at one point in time. Even though in that battle between me and Miss Ray that season I was on, I won because like my mouth, I'm crazy, then like y'all don't mind like all of that. But I really was being picked on between them. Like I was being ganged up on by Masika, Moniz, and Mr. Ray. Like they would say shit on Instagram, Twitter, text me. Like, I mean, me, I don't give a fuck because I'm with all the smoke. So but like as a normal person, shit like that will make somebody go. So I wanted somebody else to see the type of shit that he does. Like, like so, and that's what it was. Like, I just like, hey, look, he said that y'all baby ain't, and that's what it was, and he did.
Are you guys like actually in a good space? Because one thing I will say, it was really cool to see a different side of you because you talked about that. You know,
I'm
Yeah.
definitely I'm in a good space with everybody. I don't have no problem with nobody as long as she okay. I'm good. Like,
oh yeah, we gonna tap into
long as she good, long as Paris is cool. I'm good. I don't have no problems with nothing.
Most definitely. That makes a lot of sense. I think that, and I noticed too that your girl Star, she with the smoke too.
Oh yeah, Star definitely.
Listen, she was not playing in that.
They didn't even show off Star. Star was about to beat everybody up. Star was about to beat everybody up. I was like, ooh, okay, come on.
He's like, ooh, but that's really cool. Now, how has it been like? Because of course we've seen you in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood before,
right.
But to have your boo, you know, that's another side of you that we haven't seen aside from the fashion and music part.
Right. It feels good to talk about like just like me in a relationship anyway, because everybody just see me as this, like the first season you just see me as just one like person, like ooh, so messy, he fight, like, and I am, and I am all of that, but like it's still a lot more to me. Like I'm still a normal person like everybody else. I just don't put up with shit, and especially not no shit that's gonna be aired on TV.
Period.
Like so that's why it gets even
You're
deeper.
Gonna have me looking a fool. It
right,
won't be on
it's
TV.
gonna be even deeper. But it was definitely nice. I wish it would have showed a little more. But I was happy. Like I feel like they showed me love this season.
No, most definitely. I have to agree with that aspect. And one thing I can also commend you on is follow through. You know, I love the fact that you said, okay, this is what I want to do. Of course, we were introduced to your music and things like that with the whole diss record with Alexis Sky, and we saw your frustration. You were like, come on, girl, you're flat. Yeah, but it was cool to see that you were taking yourself seriously. And I think in just this industry, once you take yourself more seriously, everyone else around you will respect you as well.
Right, and
So
I
really
totally agree with that. Like I feel like even just like people I know and like different artists, like when they saw me, like, and I sent my music to them, like when it was done, like even like The Game, he was like, oh, that's dope, I like that, I really like that, like your ONG song. So it just like gave me like, oh, okay, cool, like okay, I might got a little something here, like, you know what I'm saying. So like it was, but it definitely was hard because like, you know, people just like, you know, everybody that get on Love and Hip Hop, everybody be like, oh, they just want to make some music, but like
just for TV.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like I just always have been into music. Like same with Paris. That's one thing that we share. Like we're like really deep into music, more than like people will probably ever even know. Like with like different of some people's favorite artists, like to call us and get our opinions. Like you know what I'm saying, things like that. So just like I just was like, it's time for me to try it myself. Like I always put my love and care into somebody else's project, or like doing something for somebody else. I was like, this time, let me try me. Let me see what happens because every time I try somebody else, I always fail. Like even like trying to help T, like trying to help like with my past relationship with people I was styling, working with. Like it seemed like it never worked with them because I put my all into it, like, and don't get nothing out of it. So I was like, this time, let me put my all into myself and see what I can get. And I've been getting love from it.
Yeah, I think that's really dope. And I want to commend all of our guests, the entire cast of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, for being as open and transparent with your lives, with your music, with your hearts and all of that. And I think this is a perfect segue to tell you guys, our AfterBuzzers and our viewers, to thank you so much for rocking with us every single Monday for the entire season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Without you guys, we can't do what we do, how we do. So thank you for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. Thank you, Kevin and Maria, for giving us this platform. Continue to support us. Support us, you know, on iTunes. Give us ratings, YouTube, comments, all of that. Make sure you ain't coming at us because
because I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the most watched episode.
Period.
Most definitely. So thank you so much. And Q, you were with us before at AfterBuzz as a co-host. So how have you loved coming back again to help out?
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic to be in LA. You know, I'm coming.
Welcome.
You know, I'm just gonna come and bring a little ATL. Paris said I'm doing a lot, so I'm doing a real ATL style.
ATL is Hollywood. Okay.
But again, thank you guys so much for rocking with us. But moving on to our next topic, we have Ray J / Princess / Bugatti.
Oh man.
Listen, this dog got
Still
old
didn't get no
school.
money.
I was
Got a
about
whole
to say,
episode.
you
I
in that
was
vehicle
so-
had me so hot
I
that I was
still
crying.
didn't get no money.
No, I was so annoyed because I didn't think we really was in a dog park looking for that dog.
Yeah.
And I thought I had like on my Louis boots.
I saw it.
I was furious.
Pissed.
My hair was. I wasn't prepared to be looking for. And I'm scared of dogs. So
Listen,
what
and
am
you're in a
I
dog
doing in a dog park? That's why y'all don't know what we go through. Like I'm looking like this is.
And same
at
with
the
me.
time,
Like I
April-
came looking.
And April really was scared of bugs. So she was having a real like
Out there having a meltdown.
Like I'm walking in. Once I stepped in shit by accident, I was over.
Oh
it.
no!
That's why I was like, boo boo, Bugatti. The dog ain't in this park. So
Yeah.
I need to go like
Right.
yo.
But you was ready to get the
Bugatti stressed me out that
ASAP.
Get me out of here.
Ready.
Bugatti stressed me out that day.
No,
20
like,
bands.
No, yeah, Ray. It was so funny. Like be like. Meet me in Malibu. So I'm thinking it's like if we going to Malibu, it's about to be something lit. Like look for Bugatti. Like I got my chest out. Like I'm like, what we doing?
Like I'm from the hood still. We don't really
right.
Like
we don't care about no dogs.
Like, the dog is,
Yeah,
but out
but
here,
he said 20,000,
Listen,
100,000.
Sally Mae.
Like I was like,
Bugatti.
hey, I was looking.
see that we didn't get that much.
See,
money
I
off
was
it for
looking
us.
like y'all don't understand. Like past the cameras, I was like looking. I wanted this money. I was like, boy,
You know
this
that
is a
East
whole
Ave.
right. I was like, you don't know what I'm going through.
said what?
Shit, all my money going
Right.
to the studio, going
Right.
to
Past
Avenue. Nigga, I will go buy a dog. What's up?
Period.
Listen, I can do a lot with 20 bands.
Okay.
I'm in school. I'm like, hell, run that money. But we also talk about, we've seen as of recent, like with their social media, them going back and forth. And in the reunion, and shout out to Tyler Perry Studios. I think it is amazing.
Oh, yeah, it
it felt
was.
good being
It
there.
felt good. We was
listen,
at the
it felt
Oprah
good.
Winfrey studio and we got the same birthday. I just like, ooh, I just feel like I'm
Like
in the
money.
right
Like,
spot.
just
royalty.
right.
I'm like,
Shout out
ooh,
to
Oprah,
Michelle.
this is we share this studio.
Right, and I know that that you guys did go ahead and previously record the reunion and things like that. But as of recent, after the reunion, we've been seeing Ray J and Princess going back and forth on social media. So let me ask you, in a general sense, before we transition to our about
General
the
sense.
in a general sense about just relationships. They're we've seen them go back and forth and explaining their side of what happened in Vegas and all that. But how do you feel about having your relationship, your new boo, in social media and just in the public eye?
I feel like we just in that time. Even though we are like, oh, you shouldn't do that, but everyone that's saying that shouldn't do, they still like pay attention and comment on it. And, like, it's like so I just think at this point, it's just life at this point because everything is everybody putting the shit on social media at this point. I mean, I wouldn't like it. Like you don't like it, but like if you already live your life in the public, like something that made me think about like the Kardashians. Like we was watching the Kardashians last night, and they ready to kick Kourtney off because like they feel like they put Khloe and Kim, they put so much
Everything
of their
on
life
Front Street.
and they
Right.
don't. Like you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's that type of world right now. Like especially when
See
you
me, I just
live
don't
your
like
life
for
in the
that
public.
certain doors get open. Like I just feel like when you married, like you can't. I'm not.
There's no going
I'm
back.
not
We
getting
can't be doing-
married
right.
and then we go through something. I gotta go to live. I just don't agree with how it be handled. But I hope they fix it because I love Princess and Ray J.
Yeah.
I do too.
Like their energy, being around them is like So hopefully
Right.
it gets better. But I don't agree with we already show a lot on the show.
Right.
I know we don't fake the funk. So it's like that's like if me and Zell get and the first thing I do is go to live. That's like
That's not real
that's
friendship,
like
right?
I just feel like
I'm
that's
not
a
on her
bond.
bed with
That's
us. I'm like, girl, get off
yeah,
the
but
line.
it's like a bond. Like it's
Come out here
like
and talk to me.
it's like a bond. Like but again,
Well, speaking of going to social media, something happened today.
What's going on?
So today, A1 actually put up a Insta story about Brittany B and called her. She
Ooh, I
said,
gotta see this.
"Look, brother, this brother looks casket sharp." I guess he was referring to her makeup.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, me either.
Bless the dead. So.
But I ain't gonna lie, I said
A1.
when we walked on
Zell
stage,
complimented her.
I told her
actually.
like you actually look good because it was like the first time I ever saw her like actually look like her wig was put together, her dress actually fit her even because she got a weird shape. Like so her dress actually had fit her. Like her makeup looked good and I said like I mean, I did say that she had a boner. So it looked like you got a boner, but
You
but
said
then,
it like that. You said, "Ooh, I can see you."
oh yeah, I said, oh yeah, I can see your.
Paris said, that's how you said it.
But I told her like, and she knew. I looked her dead in her eyes. I said, "You look nice tonight." Like I gave everybody compliments, like because I'm that person. Like I was just happy to see my black people look good up there. Just like, oh, we looking good.
You know, I'm Team A1 with that. So whatever A1 said, I'm.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely Team A1.
Yes, because I've seen it live with
That
you
attitude.
and Brittany B.
Yeah. Please talk on it.
Yeah, because I was there on Monday Night Vibe. Shout out to that's a super dope event in LA
Yes,
and
right.
Hollywood.
Vibe.
It's always lit. We don't hit that up afterwards. But and you got up there for your time for karaoke. And you said I've been going for a minute now. I'm back
Yeah, I
with
was
the
on
jump
my
off,
little camera.
and you was ready to jump off with Brittany B. But let me ask you this: is this something that is fixable? I always ask that to all of our guests.
It's like with her, I can't. It's just like she's just too much on TV. So it will have to be, you have to genuinely apologize to me because I don't know you. So you really started with me. Like, I don't know what research you did, but I'm not like, again, you saw me. It wasn't no cameras around. This is just me. So it's like, and I go back to Brooklyn all the time. I go visit my friends in the hood. I can't have somebody on TV just messing with me, just be like, what's your issue? And she don't have a valid reason on why she. But keep watching the reunion. You go see. We go. They
So
had a whole segment on that.
So let's address, because I heard you say that the cameras were not around last Monday. So let's.
It wasn't like, it was like 2 months.
Yeah, like 2 Mondays ago.
Yeah, 2 Mondays ago.
So, just for the people watching, a lot of people do not believe that reality TV is real. So this is a own
Let me
real
speak
life
for. I can't speak for all franchises, but I'm gonna speak for Hollywood.
We trying to find you.
Ours should be real.
Ours should be real.
Like, I don't-
Everybody
in real
after
life,
scenes,
like,
if it goes a bad scene,
really
you
goes
guarantee that like these people are trying to.
And I don't think
connect.
Brittany knows that. I
Right.
think Brittany, she's one of the ones who's
right.
new on the show, who probably think like, oh, it's but so much you can say and do on TV.
Because like
You get
even
what I'm
after the
saying?
reunion, everybody was going to Waffle House, and it was like Lyrica, her friend, Sia.
They didn't get to that
A1.
segment yet, but a lot of tension takes place at the reunion to the point we still on that same type of energy.
Right.
So when you leave the reunion, you see people,
And start
you
crying.
scared to go inside.
You scared to go in and start crying.
See,
like,
that's where you
and
that's where you know
it's
you're not
wrong.
playing. Cause it's like I even though me and April we pass words, I'm not scared to walk in McDonald's if April's in McDonald's.
Right.
You big bad bully is scary in real
I see
life.
Fizz all the time.
And it's like it's becoming annoying to the cast because it's like you're doing too much on TV.
Yeah,
Right.
I think
Like you all this want to fight and do like stop because you like stop.
Yeah, I think that's the thing because we've had guests before that are like, well, this is just a job for me. I just film.
See,
but some
don't-
of you guys really do take it like
it's a
serious.
job.
That's
It's
why I did
definitely a
that
job.
night.
We getting paid, but it's definitely real life, bitch. You're not gonna fucking play with me.
You're not gonna disrespect me.
You're not
like,
gonna
you-
disrespect me.
Because
I don't
like
know you,
that.
and I never met you before. So you coming at me based on something you heard.
Y'all
Right.
throwing drinks and all.
Like
Edges
you
getting
keep
wet.
and I've seen you numerous. She's somebody again. It would have to be. I'm done with apologizing to people off camera and stuff. It ain't worked in my favor before. So if you violate me on camera, you gotta fix it on camera.
Yeah,
me
so
doing stuff behind. I've been down that road with other people. And it was a slap in my face. So moving forward, you fix it how you create it. You created the problem on TV. You fix it on TV.
So now with you, Paris, you coming in because you've had an interesting introduction to reality TV for the obvious reasons, Miss K. Michelle, and that whole thing. So I know you probably came in very, very guarded, honestly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like because I saw both things. Of course, you're frustrated because you guys were friends at one point, and that thing, not to tap too deep back into that because you're far past that, which is amazing. But it's like you came in already guarded, and so to have people feeling like you're being attacked or anything like that, did you really have your guard up going into this particular season?
Well, no, my guard was down because Zell's on this season with me. I think last season I didn't go in with my guard up because, again, off camera, it was a whole different story. You get what I'm saying? Like you apologize. I did not think the way that when I came back, I
Right.
didn't think it was go in with me throwing a drink.
Right.
Me either. I would
Honestly,
never
that
have
was
thought
not
that
even
for
on
Yeah.
because
something
I
like
felt
that.
like we were starting like a new clean slate.
Yeah,
'Cause
so a lot of us are that.
prior to me getting on TV with her, she already reached out to me, like through a mutual friend, Ernest Dukes. And we met up at the SLS, and she like was crying, saying, "I'm gonna fix it. I
cried.
apologize." Yeah, we met up again. I went to her
You know
video
I'm a
shoot.
crybaby. That's
This
what
is
you
how
know.
Zell.
I cried.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Zell,
because my
he was
friend needed
there.
to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
we
was
was
like, yeah,
there
bitch, my
for
friend
one-
needed to hear this.
So
I
that's
was
why
happy.
people say why
Right.
Zell be so upset and being disrespectful towards K. Michelle. Zell cried like
Right.
the second
It's
time
real.
because she apologized again, like she had a breakdown.
Yeah.
And Zell, he started crying like, "Dang, my friend really needed to hear this because he been
That's a lot,
around."
yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we went in like, okay, it's gonna get fixed this season.
She was
so
coming
forth
over our
again.
house.
She was like, he got to see it
using
firsthand.
my weed, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't do that for everybody.
So
Right.
tapping into this last thing with needing apologies. We have again our other couple, which is now put in the hot seat, which we're gonna see another part of that in reunion part 2. A2K, April and Fizz.
A2K.
J-Boog is not here for it, and
No,
you
yeah,
asking
J-Boog is
real.
on.
Oh yeah, he was
J-Boog
hot.
is
Cause you know,
hot.
him and
Questions.
Fizz is cool, so it's like
Yeah.
he been at every his whole thing is why I gotta find out when everybody, you know what I'm
From
saying, like,
everybody
else, right.
because
We
y'all
supposed to
been
be
dragging it, like
Right.
we know, like when we went over her house, we see his sneakers there. It's like she been fucking with us, especially me. Like that's what makes me annoyed because it's like we kept saying y'all fucking no, we not. Everybody keeps saying
Like all
it.
like
Everybody
even
keeps
on
saying
camera,
it.
she could have just been like, even on camera, she'd be like, oh yeah, you like
Yeah,
this and
on
let us
camera,
know. Like,
put me on. Like you still
be
was really
real,
just
like,
on some
Yeah.
flirting with people that I'm just looking like. We in Vegas, she acting like she's having a ball with this one and that one. I'm looking like,
She was out with a lot of people
like
in
he
Vegas.
gonna get his feelings hurt. Like this
Oh,
is
it's already
beyond.
hurt. You didn't see the
Like
post?
she already out.
Kissing on
Yeah.
people's
I'm about to-
foreheads
I'm
and
about to say,
shit.
you called him
She
Unc-
already.
You called them uncles, cousins, brothers.
Yeah, they all of that. That's what I'm like. You don't even know what you want. The uncle, the cousin, the brother, the friend,
It's like they just trying to justify what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's
I don't
not
care
working.
how
Making an
much.
excuse.
Oh, if he left her, if he did this, it don't make as a female.
That's why I asked
We just can't
J-Boog.
do
Yeah.
stuff like
What would
that.
you do if this was you?
He said, "I'm a."
Okay, that's just what it
As a
is.
scrapping.
female, it's just certain
Even if
lines
it's
we
not
can't
him, he
cross.
want to fight just because they fucking up what they got going on or still
bag,
have going
the
on.
bag.
Yeah.
The bag. I know Q with you being out
Because
here.
I'm still going to the Millennium Tour.
Power.
Oh, that's right. Listen, and
Oh, we
Q,
going.
that's something with Q. He's like, he ain't letting nobody stop his.
Oh no, period. No,
You're
we're
not letting
playing
nobody
those
get in.
games.
So
No.
how would you feel like if that was your friend? Like if April was your friend, what advice would you give her?
April wouldn't be my friend, and I'm not saying that just because they here, but I don't hang around people like that. Like you're not gonna continue. If I ask you something one time and you tell me something 20,000 different times, yeah, we're gonna have a problem. Like we couldn't be friends. So
Yeah.
the situation between you and Fizz that happened on stage. So I understand that you were taking up for her. So that's a real thing.
Oh yeah, that's all day.
What exactly did you
That's
say,
what I'm
Adele?
saying.
Anybody.
Zell, run it back. What'd you say?
I told him like because
what?
what y'all didn't see is Fizz said something to Paris,
Right.
And so that's why I was like, motherfucker, you don't say shit because I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna send y'all home and y'all gonna cry
Exactly.
together. Simple
okay.
as that. I don't play with my friend, and people be like, oh, or they think like, oh, you always just doing it to a girl. No,
Guys
I do
get
it
it on the
to
show, too.
anybody.
Yeah.
I
Zell, I'm
would
about
do it
to
to
borrow
anybody
Zell to be my
that would
best
do
friend.
anything to my
Couple guys
friend.
done got it from Zell on the show. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, please believe like.
Listen, he's not playing
Like,
any
niggas know.
games.
Yeah,
Them boys know on the show. Like that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Like, don't
Like,
even
they
try
know.
him.
He gonna
It
go
ain't no
left.
disrespect to
Yeah.
nobody. Just straight up like I'm not gonna play about mine. Simple as that. No disrespect on me,
Period,
to
poo.
me, to her. None of that. Like
Period, poo.
we don't play that. Like
Newsflash,
Not
it's very
that time.
sad.
and Fizz didn't want no smoke. He already seen it. He set the fuck back and he made her shut the fuck up. Simple as that. Because he
And
already
that's
know
just
I was
exactly
not
why-
playing. Y'all saw my first reunion, bitch. Y'all won't be
Next.
excluded. Okay?
Listen, it is no news that Zell does not play when it comes to Paris.
Do y'all
But-
come? Do y'all come as like a package deal as best
Oh
friends?
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to
Like,
just.
all the time.
Like it's all
Like you
time.
ain't gotta
Hang
give
out.
me a plus one. You know, even if you like, they already know. Like,
Y'all
and it's
coming
vice
together.
versa.
Right.
They already know.
We
Like,
coming together.
If Zell
Right.
ain't invited,
Yeah.
I'm not going. Like, period.
Right, and then if I go somewhere where I feel lost, I'll be like, I'll call the whole time, yeah, P, look, I send the pictures and
We
She
be on
in
the
the
same
whole
type
I
of
was like, oh,
time.
girl, look at this.
Like, girl, I'm
Right.
in the FaceTime. Look at these shoes.
Yeah,
Right.
all day,
He'll
all
do
day,
that. He'll do that.
all day.
That is true
Oh, friend, I'm
friendship.
drunk. I be like, boy, he had a hosting up in Houston. He FaceTime me. Oh, friend, I'm drunk. I'm like, all right, like,
He wanted to just that security blanket.
Yeah,
Call
I
that
have
his
found
Right,
one of
that's
my
me
friends
drunk
to be
with me.
there.
Right.
I wanted to be there.
Speaking of shoes, you have a whole clothing brand. You have
Yes,
a whole
get into
it.
line of
East
situations
Avenue,
going.
East
Let's get into that.
Avenue.
What was the inspiration behind you starting the actual clothing line?
Everyone knows I'm into fashion as a stylist and a creative director. So it was just like I had to go that way. Like I knew since I was younger I was gonna have my own clothing line. I just know it was gonna be now. I didn't know it was gonna be East Avenue, which is that name is from like off a street.
Childhood,
A street that I grew up from off of out of my childhood. So like it means something to me. Like it's my baby, and it's like it's all learning experience. I'm learning. But like I'm excited because people buying stuff, so I'm excited about that.
I was waiting for our
like-
shirts. I started rocking
right.
that shirt.
And it was
I'm
crazy
like,
because I
would
meant to
be-
DM you. I'll be like, say, hey, you bringing up some
some shirts and something.
Right,
Your
right,
model was
right.
fine. I was looking at your
Right.
models
East
like,
Avenue ain't cheap now. Like,
Right, no,
it
okay.
ain't that type of.
right,
This ain't no t-shirt.
right. And speaking of fashion, we got
a
Miss
fashion over
Paris.
queen over here too.
Oh yeah, that's what y'all gonna kill me, the fashion over queen. I'll take that.
So you're doing it, and you're
I'll
looking
take that.
amazing while doing
Thank
it.
you so much.
We got the
all
fashion
that,
twins.
my thing, I got a little booty in
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Mickey was with us this day.
Oh yeah, Mickey was there that day.
That's super dope. But it's really cool that you guys are both, again, so supportive of one another. And then it was really cool from a branding aspect that you said, okay, you know what? Not only are you going to see my clothes, but I'm going to also debut my music as
Yeah,
well. I know that was a
definitely.
vulnerable piece of you as well. So how did that feel to have two of your babies be born and presented to the world at the same time?
I mean, it feels great. I think I had to do it like that just because like it would have been too much on my mind trying to do it separately. Because it's like both things was like taking a lot of my time. So I was like, let me just knock both of these out at the same time. Like everybody gonna be there. I might not can't get them to come to this, but I can get them to come to this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know people are gonna support me definitely for fashion. Like in music, it's just like I don't know. So let me get my
So
swag
just in case
to
the song
get y'all
don't
out.
work, y'all get a T-shirt too.
Yeah, right. So, but everything worked, and
Brand.
like people streaming my music, as seen on TV. That's the name of my EP.
that's lit.
People streaming it. Like I'm excited. Like
They
it's just
rocking
like
the clothes.
they rocking the clothes. Like I'm like, oh my god. Like I'm
Yeah.
like a little Diddy over here. I'm
Listen,
Ziddy.
Big Diddy.
I'm
Yeah.
Go
Ziddy.
for it. Go for it.
Ziddy.
All 2020. as
Definitely
Ziddy.
congrats to you. You've been like, I think people seeing you in this light this season is just like a whole spin. And we love the first Zell, but we definitely love seeing the business side
Yeah.
of you too,
Right.
and seeing the more personal side.
And I like this side too. I like y'all seeing this because I feel like I don't want y'all to like because it's so funny. Like me and someone that I truly don't know that feel like they know me. And they be like, oh yeah, you so messy. Like I'm really not messy, but like in the
Just real tell it how it is.
I'm just in the but just in
Boy,
the
you
show
ain't
that.
telling no truth.
Well, but in the show that we in, like people that I really don't
love
know,
hip-hop.
it's just like I don't care
Right.
about.
Yeah.
Like,
See, but
like
you
when
in
we're
real,
real
like, in
family
real,
stuff,
like, yeah, real
real
family
friends
stuff, no.
and stuff like
Family
that.
stuff, my friend just can't help himself.
No,
I'm
Messy
nosy.
as hell.
I'm
Like,
nosy,
he
not
remember
messy.
He be like, "Ooh, girl, this is like." He just can't help it.
I died when he
That
said,
was it.
ooh, showing the blog. I said,
Yeah, I
Zell.
did that.
Like that's
I
That's
ain't
that
even
brother you
lying.
need though.
I
He'll
ain't
hold
even
you
like-
accountable.
But,
He will.
but let me tell you, I was not gonna send those pictures or nothing
Yeah,
like that until that I saw that shit. Like she was with Barney B. I was like, oh my goodness. And she, like, to be honest, before we even met Barney, she had already pumped our heads.
name.
I'm sorry, y'all know about Eddie Snipes.
Yeah.
Before she already pumped in our head that Eddie Snipes was this bad person. Like, so to see her wear her, I was just like, oh yeah,
They
girl,
know
I got
she bad.
these
She
pictures.
been up here and walked out and showed her
Yeah,
ass.
but
Like,
I'll be honest with
like
you.
came up
But-
here and showed her ass.
But I'll be
And
honest.
that
She
big
been
ol'
nice to me.
ass.
Came here and
She was
showed-
nice
And
to
this
me.
is
I'm
not
not
a lot
gonna
of
lie.
room
She's
back
been
here.
nice to
I
me.
came up here. I mean, I saw it.
We was like, we gotta
I was
go.
watching. That's why I came up here. I said, look how she represents. Like she's just, her energy is bad.
So listen, y'all. So we don't have a lot of
You
time.
look
So
bad and
let
your
me ask.
energy
Let me
bad.
ask y'all a quick question. Give me your worst dress and your best dress for the reunion, and then you same question.
My best dress is Paris, and my worst dress will have to be. I would say Fizz was he look like he's still like doing. He like he's still on the tour.
That's what I was going.
Like he still like he look like he got it from H&M. Like he just like
you
didn't
just
care.
like you worked out.
But he got it from Keith, which is probably a little
Yeah,
expensive.
but not for the like. It's like.
But just
it's a
because you're wearing a
reunion.
label, it's expensive. Don't mean
No,
like
it
was
don't
a-
mean nothing.
Yeah, like
You see what Fashion Nova doing.
Okay.
They can
Right.
listen.
East
They hold down.
Avenue.
What about
East
you?
Avenue.
What about you, Queen?
Let me say. I'm gonna say. ZellSwag.
Y'all,
Y'all such best friends. They're such best friends.
I'm gonna go with.
He styled her.
I'm gonna go with. Okay, since you got Fizz, Mr. Ray just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, he look like an angry bird.
He's like an egg. Like, he's just
Yeah, like
an
that egg that's about
that
to just
was
hatch.
Like,
Like-
you know, like
I'm not doing.
I had
I'm
my
not,
belly out and everything, y'all.
I'm
I
not
done gained a
doing
lot of
this
weight.
with
I done gained
y'all.
like 20
look, like,
pounds.
this is a reunion. Like,
Yeah, y'all look
spend
cute.
some of your like.
Yeah,
come
spend
on,
some of
like,
that
they
money.
didn't
I
even
don't.
try.
That's custom East Avenue I had on. That cost
I'm a
more.
big girl. That's a lot of
As
material.
much I paid for that outfit, I could have went to Gucci. I could have went to Louis Vuitton. I could have did anything, but I put it into my own brand.
You know,
All right,
that's
Ma.
custom. That's
Yeah,
those
I
are
think-
pieces. Gucci shoes. Like, spend
Okay.
money.
reunion.
You got
You
the
know,
watch.
budget,
My
like,
friend got on Cartier.
I have my watch on. Cartier
My friend got on the
bracelet, you know,
Rollie.
second season.
Well, yes, no, I definitely had some
$2
favorites as well. I honestly loved the way actually Monique her pants. The
Oh, yeah,
little
Yeah,
flare
we-
pants.
she
I
was
helped
actually
Monique.
Monique
with
did like
us.
that.
She
Yeah,
was
you
with
know-
us the whole time.
You
Like,
know,
I
you know,
did
I
love
went
that.
shopping with her. I helped
Yeah,
style.
Zell,
I
yeah.
helped style her. I didn't pick that. Didn't pick that outfit for say, but that
But
was a
you
part of the.
definitely was.
Well, I definitely was there for support to help her. Like,
Yeah.
get
They
it
don't be
together.
knowing these
Most
things.
definitely.
Like,
And real
like
quick
Monique's.
before we wrap it on up, Q, who was your favorite, your best dress?
My best dress.
You don't gotta say me.
I really liked Princess's look because you
Yeah,
know
Yeah,
I
Princess
like
is.
Princess. She
I'm
looks
telling you,
soft.
She looked
in
like so
person,
pretty.
she
In
looked
person,
like
it
a
looked even,
goddess.
Like, 'cause
Yeah.
with that
I was
red
like-
lip, with the she looked really, really
She
nice.
looked
looked really
really
pretty.
good.
Oh yeah,
And
well,
then
well you
she's
guys.
embracing her pregnancy too. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She did the dang thing, and I just want to thank you guys so much for rocking
Yeah.
with us.
Good
You
interview.
play for
Thank you.
yourselves. It's been an amazing season. I've got some crazy predictions. I think that some people are gonna be fighting. I think it's gonna get really,
yeah.
Oh,
really,
it gets
really
real.
Part
So-
one was PG.
Exactly.
All I gotta
PG.
say is beware of my ugly cry.
Beware of the ugly cry. But Paris, where can we find you on social media and we can support all the things
Oh
you got
yes,
going on?
who is Paris Phillips? I'm also working on my sauna suit line. It's called SWP. Look out for that. Be dropping that like next month. So holla at your girl.
Awesome. Mr. Cuba, where can we find you?
Thank you guys for
Atlanta.
having me as your host this week. You guys find me you guys can find me everywhere on all my social media outlets at Quentin T. Harris.
What about you, Zell?
And I'm motherfucking ZellSwag. You can find me at ZellSwag everywhere. You know, EastAvenueCollection.com.
Avenue,
Get you a
East
piece.
Avenue.
You know what I'm saying? Or
A
two.
piece, or two.
You know what I'm saying? As seen on TV on every
We
single
seen 'em.
streaming platform from anything you want to listen to. If you want to listen to it on a tape player, I probably got it on the tape player somewhere. What's up?
All right, and I am your girl, your host, Rikayah. You can find me on all
Mona
social
voice.
media platforms. Rikayah Crawford, RIKAYAHCRAWFORD. Also support my music. I just dropped a new single.
Hey.
Lace with Hey, I'm a singer,
Hey.
But we will see you next week for part two of the
two.
reunion. Bye, y'all.
Make sure y'all watch.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.